Hi guys, it's Donna from Old Ways, and tonight, Old Ways Steve and I have to be someplace at dinner time. So, I like to cook from scratch, but sometimes for convenience sake, you gotta give in and use convenience. So since we have to be someplace at dinner time and we don't want to eat store-bought fast food, I'm going to make my version of fast food. So I'm taking 3 boxes of Jiffy corn mix, and I have a can of diced chilies. Well, I thought I did. Apparently this didn't open like I thought it would. Okay, I have a can of diced tomatoes and chilies, of which I'm going to pour the liquid out of. And I'm going to do this with a can of corn and a can of black beans as well. Okay. Okay. Because the Jiffy cornmeal mix calls for 1/3 of a cup of milk per box, when I make this, I substitute. I'm making a mess. I substitute the broth or the milk for what's in the juices that are in the cans, because I think it gives it more of a flavor. So that looks nasty, but it really will taste good. So because I'm making 3 boxes, I have a cup of the liquid between all of those, 3 eggs, yeah, not going to get fancy today, it's not working. Okay, I'm going to rinse my hands real quick, because when you have eggs, you don't want... Why don't I want to do that? I don't want to do that because of salmonella. Okay, we're going to mix this together and make our basic cornmeal or cornbread recipe, corn muffin recipe, whatever. Okay. Now, the can of corn, make sure that I'm going to put in the can of corn. I'm going to put in the can of diced tomatoes and chilies. And I'm going to drain off these black beans a little bit. A little bit more. And I'm going to throw this can of black beans in there. Now, if I had some chorizo sausage, I would have put that in, because this is really good with chorizo. But all I had was bulk sausage. So I fried up a pound of bulk sausage, drained it off. And I'm going to mix this together. Give me just a minute to clean all this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so in an already greased 9x13, and let me tell you something, this tastes better if you can do it in cast iron, but I'm just going to pour it in here. And make sure that it's evenly spread out. And I thought this needed to go into a 350 oven. It really doesn't. It needs to go into 400. So as soon as this comes to temperature, I'm going to bake it in a 400 degree oven. Now I went ahead and greased this, even though this is stoneware, ceramic, stoneware, whatever. And it's supposed to be non-stick, but you have to have a little bit in there when you're making cornbread. It's just necessary. And this will take, I'll check it at 40 minutes, but I'm going to say it may take a little bit longer. So as soon as the oven comes to temperature, I'm going to pop it in the oven and we'll be back later. Okay, so I pulled it out of the oven and 40 minutes was great. It was perfect. So I'll let this cool and I'll bag it up and I'll take it with us and we can eat. And that's my version of fast food.